That dude did something for me, brother. I get emotional talking about it, bro.
That man worked on something for me, brother, that I get profound discussing it, brother, like I got back home. I ain't have nothing, brother. Feline Williams called me to his show. Gave me front R seat, brother, called me to his show. And when I was leaving the show, I thought he tossed me some weed in the vehicle cuz it was enveloped with a towel wrapper. Boozie has shown up to openly endorse jokester Feline Williams, who has as of late confronted reaction for his dubious remarks during a digital broadcast. Interview 2024 began a hot note for the diversion world as Feline genuinely uncovered the in the background subtleties of the business, driving a few comics to target him, consequently jeopardizing his security. Yet in the midst of the kickback, Boozie has ventured out as an ally of Feline, allegedly giving solid alerts to the jokesters endeavoring to end Feline. In this video, we'll dive into every one of the subtleties Feline Williams has as of late experienced harsh criticism for offering striking and disputable expressions during an elite discussion with Shannon Sharp, which was delivered on YouTube. During the discussion, Feline made a few charges about individual comics and VIPs, including blaming Kevin Hart for being an industry plant and marking Crazy as being related with the Illumination. Computer-aided design has started banter with his assertions, for certain individuals commending him for his intensity and others censoring him for his remarks. His eagerness to stand up has caused him an unmistakable figure in the diversion world, and his disclosures to have caused shock in the business. Feline was likewise vocal about his perspectives on the portrayal of dark entertainers in media outlets. He transparently condemned the utilization of people of color dressing in ladylike clothing as a comedic saying, contending that it is hostile and obsolete. While his frankness has procured him both commendation and analysis, computer-aided design has stayed undaunted in his convictions and has not avoided handling disputable themes. This has driven some to propose that Hollywood might be endeavoring to reduce most, if not all, connection with him to keep away from debate anyway. Feline's unfaltering assurance to stand up on these issues has prompted some reaction from specific gatherings inside media outlets. This has prompted some news on the road that Hollywood is intentionally removing itself from Feline. Every one of the disclosures made by Feline show he's knowledgeable in the inward few actions of media outlets. The comic likewise indicated huge disclosures concerning the vocations of many dark big names. Harvey is one of the dark craftsmen he tossed conceal at. Feline recommended that Harvey, who is a famous comic and TV, has evidently made an arrangement including his spirit with Hollywood. While a portion of the famous people disregarded Feline's comments, others took to virtual entertainment to quietly answer to him. One of the last option is hard. On January 4th, he answered Williams on Twitter in a post advancing his impending Netflix film lift. Got to get that displeasure up out of champ, he composed. It's really miserable hard. Likewise gave a colossal applaud back in this video. Comes it up. Well, as you don't engage the bizarre, you watch it right. On January 4th. Crazy answered Feline in a video free form he posted on Twitter. In it, he rapped that he's never been Illuminati addictions on the ascent. Jokesters actually take a look at your temperature other than He's remarks the basic aim of the vast majority of them and Hollywood overall is to eliminate Feline from the business, as this has prompted the development of Boozie on the side of Feline. In a new Instagram live, rapper Boozie said that he had no remark to make about Feline's meeting, which has gotten a ton of consideration. That Nigger answered Feline William with a rap tune that was the word. In a further elaboration of his viewpoints on Feline, Boozie shared an anecdote about when he was let out of prison and wound up with nothing during this troublesome time. Williams contacted him and offered him first column seats to one of his shows. After the show, Feline shocked Boozie with a liberal endowment of $115,000. Boozie described that while numerous superstars had joined the Free Boozie mission when he was in prison, a large number of them quit supporting him whenever he was delivered. I ain't had nothing to man welcomed me to his show, got me front R seat when I was leaving, gave me $15,000 yet fell. Ein separated himself for his energetic sponsorship, blowing away verbal consolation relating the unforeseen $15,500 present. Boozie underscored its legitimacy and genuine nature. He focused on that at the time he had no colleague with Williams. This generous demonstration had enduring effect on Boozie, who communicated appreciation, certifying he would constantly recollect Feline's liberality in his meeting with DJ Vlad. Boozie first focused on his involvement in Feline, the underlying fragment of the meeting was delivered on YouTube on December 15, 2023, and the full meeting was delivered half a month after the fact on January 7, 2024. In the full meeting, Boozie communicated his longing to show preemptive kindness and work on something for Williams as a trade-off for his graciousness. When I see him, I'm certainly going to favor him, brother, and I keep 15, 20, and 20 in my pocket. Consistently, Boozie proceeded to depict the breathtaking experience as he was preparing to leave his vehicle. Computer-aided design moved toward him with a towel protected by an elastic band with a fast-tossing movement. Computer-aided design gave the group to Boozie and quickly dismissed and strolled. Boozie's companion rushed to take the pack from him and uncover its items. $15,100 greenbacks. This is just an appreciation message, yet Boozie expressed that this specific period holds a hidden importance. It underlines his help for the comic. Boozie's point was that Feline required help when many were requiring his dropping generally. He was let those humorists know that they ought to be supporting Feline as opposed to destroying him. Without a doubt, Feline is one of the best professional comics of his age, known for his crude and unfiltered humor, yet regardless of Feline's unquestionable ability and his status as one of the most entertaining comics of his age, he has not accomplished similar degree of standard accomplishment as a portion of his friends, while different comics like Kevin Hart have made progress in driving jobs and blockbuster motion pictures and facilitating their shows. Feline has never embraced such open doors. He once reported his retirement from stand-up satire, expressing that he felt disappointed with the business. This prompted hypothesis about whether he had been boycotted and brought up issues about why he hadn't arrived at similar degree of progress as figures like Steve Harvey. His issue with Steve goes way back to quite a while back. The quarrel among Feline and Steve Harvey can be followed back to when Feline gave an intense public test to Harvey, announcing that he could eclipse him as the Lord of Satire. This was during a forthcoming New Year's Eve show where the two joke artists were featuring. Feline's announcement was a provocative move, and it set up for their continuous clash. Days before the presentation, Feline went on the Jamie Foxx satellite public broadcast to diss Harvey. "I need to apologize for what will happen," Williams said of the joint parody gig, yet the subsequent you get in front of an audience. "I really want you to comprehend that that is your last time as the ruler of satire. Water looks for its own level. You can't stop it, Playboy. What will be, so I trust you're prepared. I truly want to believe that you have a group of essayists. You will require around 6 or 7 of them. Apologize for what will happen. Who is this? Yet the second that you get off stage, I want you to comprehend that that is your last time as the ruler of satire. What the water looks for its own level. You can't stop it, Playboy. What will be, so I genuinely want to believe that you prepared. I truly want to believe that you got a group of writers you will require." Steve Harvey then brings in and says he's confused by the entire thing. "Since you realize, man, this is how things have been. I've functioned with the absolute most prominent demonstrations. Jamie, we were talking one day. Yes, me and you were remaining in front of an audience after the main Demise Jam. Yes, me, you rock. Martin Lawrence Damon, Way J. Anthony, Earthy Colored, S. Performer D.L. Hugley, the late incredible Bernie Mac. All the tremor. These incredible. A man, I've been sharing this the evening of the show wearing a fighter's robe. Feline showed up, ready to brawl at Harvey with shots against the comic's presentation notoriety, and surprisingly, his garments and hair in his typical style. Feline was clever and sharp in his conveyance, leaving the crowd in lines. He jested, "If it's not too much trouble, surrender it for Steve Harvey. He's one of the most amazing we've at any point had," Williams told the group, yet he needs no pieces of this in any shape or structure. During the meeting on Shannon Sharp's Club Shayweb recording 5 was gotten some information about the time Dave Chappelle once left $50 million, which he said wasn't close at all to what occurred anyway. He recommended that he needed to turn down $50 million 4 times, all through his profession, just to safeguard my honesty. In that Virgin opening, I was educating you concerning right, cuz P. Diddy is needing to party, and you